or kind of like a news entity that isn't biased?
It's not possible. People are always biased.
But if in your opinion, what would you like to see that was like an honest news thing? Like what kind of things do you think can make a less biased news system?
Remove people. I mean, I just don't think you can have an unbiased news, because even, when we talk, you have your opinion and I have my opinion.
Exactly.
Therefore, bias is involved.
Introduced,
so
right?
unless you can, make some type of AI, but then at the same time, you're having people program AI, which is therefore going to be biased.
But the AI learns on its own, so it's programmed to just learn. How it learns is up to it, right?
Yeah, but don't you have to program the AI to?
All you got to tell. I feel like all you got to tell an AI is learn, and then how it learns is up to it, right? But I think that'd be an interesting case. Like if you tell an AI learn and it creates its own bias in learning, right? Like I don't think we can live without bias, and it kind of goes to another thing. When I was back in California, I was coaching soccer, and I bet this kid that I was coaching, I'm like, hey, if you can steal the ball from me, if you can steal the ball from me, I'll give you $20, right? This kid came up and I just shoved him. And he goes, hey, that's not fair. And I'm like, hey, boss, that's the world, baby.
Yeah.
Life isn't fair. And the thing is, we always say that's not, like, where did the idea of fair come from? Like, because it means a lot to us as human beings. Like, to us as human beings, this idea of fair, like, we always look at it and we're like, we want things to be equitable across the board. But like, where does that come from? Do you think that's natural or something we're taught?
I think probably natural. But again, I was having the conversation, I think with Frank, about, it's just someone's like not fair, but like, it's basically your opinion on who's the arbiter of fairness, who's the judge in terms of determining what's fair. Because you say something's fair, I say something's
exactly not. Bro, this might be a bar, but fair is inherently biased.
How so?
Because you just said it. What's fair to me necessarily isn't fair to you.
Okay, yeah.
Right? Who's the arbiter on fair? For me, right? Like for me, what's fair is Gucci Mane has a LaFerrari. I deserve a LaFerrari.
It's only fair.
It's only fair.
Yeah.
Right? Everything should be fair. Everything should be across the board equal. And it's like, but I worked harder than you.
Yeah.
But see,
then I didn't, get the same opportunity.
So then fair in it of itself is biased.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, so should we keep on striving for fair?
No, because I feel like
what we're saying, what we're basically getting to is like, I'm eating, make sure you eating, right? Like, it's like you got to make sure you're eating for yourself. Don't look out for other people. And that's not what we're saying, obviously, but that's kind of what you can massage our words to be, which is, if fair is who's the arbiter of fair, then you got to make sure you get yours while people are getting theirs.
Yeah, and I think, definitely the political trend we've seen in America is kind of pushing towards, socialism, which seems to be the idea of fair.
But it's not.
No, because you're taking away from people who have, worked hard.
Yeah.
Not all of them, have earned it from the ground up. Some of them have been given it for sure. But at the same time, you do have tons of people who come out the mud. Like my boy Chamath, from, I don't know if I've seen you the memes and stuff. He runs a hedge fund. And so he came at like group in New York. It was like him and like 6 other siblings.
Yeah.
And it came out the mud. He's a billionaire now.
Oh,
you know
really?
Why? He's a freaking genius. And he
Very
understands
smart guy.
investing and, coming back. Someone like that to take away from him who came from nothing.
So then let's kind of, would you say then it's more important that we don't impress fairness as a society, right? We don't impress fairness as like a political structure, but we as people should strive for fairness. Do you think that's a better idea? So it's not like the government comes through and divvies everything up fair, but like your boy Chamath, or even like someone like you or me who we're trying to do well for ourselves, we do our best to make sure that other people are able to do well for themselves as well.
Yeah, I'm not going to hold someone back or, in my wake just so I can
succeed.
Like, I want to bring my people up too.
But like that's how it should be. People should yearn for other people to do well.
Yeah,
it shouldn't be like something impressed on us.
Yeah, but people are selfish. I mean,
100%.
Yeah, realistically. So a lot of times they're just looking out for their best interest.
Yeah.
And so you don't have, if the uniform population is not all going towards the same goal, it's just going to be, people looking out for themselves. Some people help other people, but I think majority of people are going to be like, I'm going to get mine.